Welcome back. Bicycling for Multiple Sclerosis, or Bike MS. It's taking place this weekend in Southern Palm Beach County, all to raise awareness for the disease impacting the nervous system. Here to tell us about the event, President of the Mid-South Florida chapter of the National MS Society, Robin Nunley, right here, and Selena Bogerno, who lives with MS and works with Palm Beach Neurology to conduct research. Thank you both for being here. I think this is just a great event, a great cause. For those who aren't familiar with MS, tell us a little bit about it.
Right, so MS, or multiple sclerosis, is an unpredictable and often disabling disease of the central nervous system that disrupts the flow of information within the body to the brain. And it's characterized by lesions, could be in the brain or on the spinal cord, and where those lesions are can determine and differentiate the symptoms that people have. It affects women more often than men.
I didn't know that.
There's about 70,000 veterans who live with MS, so that is actually a risk factor for MS. And it impacts children. About 10,000 children have MS.
And so you're living with MS.
Yes.
Tell us about your journey and what you want people out there to know.
Sure. So I was diagnosed with MS in 2020 after having numbness and tingling in both hands and my right foot. Living with MS has been one of the toughest challenges I've ever faced, but it also gave me a courage that I didn't even know I had and a strength that I had. It just taught me to adapt and taught me just to help, and I got involved with Robin. I joined the West Palm Beach Community Council. I started a bike team, a walk team. We're getting ready to do an MS support group at my office.
Wow.
And after 9.5 years of primary care, I decided to join neuroscience research. So I'm working at Premier Research Institute at Palm Beach Neurology. And hopefully we're working with a new MS medication that can help target the neurodegenerative components as well as inflammation. So I'm hoping I can contribute towards the research needed to find our cure.
And it sounds like there has been a lot of progress made in really just the last 10 years when it comes to treating people living with MS.
Yeah, since 1993, there have been over 20 FDA-approved disease-modifying therapies, so I think we've come a long way, but of course the cure is our ultimate goal.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so this event, biking, tell us about the event and how people can still sign up, we were talking about.
Yeah, Breakaway to the Palm Beaches is this weekend.
Okay.
It's a 2-day fully supported ride. We start at the Boca Raton Innovation Campus. We'll go north on day 1 with 4 routes ranging from 25 to 100 miles. South on day 2, 50 miles into Fort Lauderdale and back. And it's just a great opportunity. And as Selena said, people who live with MS want a cure. And that's why these funds are so important, because they do fund the research that promotes a cure and also funds the treatments that people take today.
And does that money stay here in our area for the research and so forth?
No, we want to fund a cure, so we don't care where it comes
know
from.
where it goes.
Yeah. We fund research all over the world. In fact, the National MS Society is the world's largest funder of private MS research.
That's fantastic. And so this sounds like this isn't just your simple bike ride. It is like, these are for cyclists, likely.
Well, it could be. I mean, there's a 23-mile route, and it's fully supported. So there's rest stops every 10 miles, and it's not that hard to do a 10-mile ride, is it?
No.
So Selena happens to be one of our I Ride with MS cyclists, but we do have other cyclists who come out and ride, but we also need volunteers.
That's
so
awesome.
even if you're not a cyclist, you can come and volunteer
Still be
with
part
us.
of it all.
Right,
Oh,
right.
wonderful. Thank you.
And some people also ride virtually just to help. So from an exercise bike, you don't have to be at the event.
That's fantastic. All right, and so when we have a cure, I want you to come back here, share all of your research and everything we know about. So hopefully you have a great turnout. Hopefully you have nice weather. Thank you so much. And WPBF 25, a proud partner of the National MS Society. If you would like more information, I've put a link to their website if you want to sign up and get more on our website, WPBF.com, and on our free app. So good luck this weekend. Have fun.
Thank you very much for having us.